I care about baseball more than ever. It gets worse and worse. My wedding ring, which I designed myself, has the Major League Baseball logo on it. I wanted Mrs. Will to know that in my heart she ranks up there close to baseball. I still subscribe to the theory that there are 2, not 4 seasons. There's baseball season and the void. And I hope I never get over this childishness.
All right, that was George Will from Ken Burns' baseball documentary all the way back in 2010. He had just about dug himself out of the hole with his wife for those comments, and we replay them. He talked about his love for the sport, which continues today. Today is opening day in baseball, but not really. It's opening day in most of America. Opening day was last week in Seoul, South Korea, where the LA Dodgers played the San Diego Padres. You may not have known that because the games were played when America was sleeping at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred says he's trying to grow the sport globally, but at one point it was America's pastime. Perhaps globally is the only answer. It is no longer America's pastime. All we have to do is look at the TV ratings. Last year's World Series was watched by the smallest audience in history. Meanwhile, the NFL, which saw a player nearly die on national television, continues to grow. This year's Super Bowl set a new record. Over 123 million people watching, the biggest TV audience since the moon landing, roughly 13 times the size of the World Series audience. George Will, NewsNation senior political contributor, one of America's foremost authorities on baseball, is with us now. It's good to see you.
Is it okay if I watch the Cub-Rangers game while we're talking?
Sure, by all means. You just can't show it on TV. We'll get in trouble with the rights. Is baseball dying?
Of course not. Baseball last year increased its attendance 10%. Did the NFL? No. Did the NBA? No. 70 million Americans went through Major League turnstiles last year. That's more people, 10 million more people, than went to NFL games and NBA games combined. Those are not numbers from a dying sport.
So why does it not capture the imagination? There are not young boys trading baseball cards. It's not what is in the conversation of the American culture anymore.
You're hanging out with the wrong people, Leland.
Well, you would not be the first person to say that. Okay, but continue.
In fact, youth baseball is growing. In fact, baseball is a regional sport. A football fan living in Duluth will watch the Seattle Seahawks play the Tampa Bay team. Baseball is more regional, but in its regional loyalties, it's very strong and growing fast.
All right, so value of a Major League Baseball team now up to $2.4 billion per team. The market has spoken. These are still very valuable things. Up 4%, audience down 11.6%. Rob Manfred is a controversial figure in this situation. In an attempt to grow it globally, has he made it so that in terms of being fans of the sport, it has gotten so expensive for people to go to games and for families to attend and to buy merchandise that it's very difficult to be a baseball fan anymore?
Have you tried to take a family of 4 to an NBA game recently or an NFL game? Baseball it's an expensive family outing, but it's a bargain compared to the other 2 sports.
All right. So you've wholesale dismiss any of my thesis statements on this segment.
As fast as you can bring them up, I'll dismiss them.
Okay. So what does baseball have to do? Because in last year's World Series, I'm in the television business. Okay. More people watched an episode of NCIS Hawaii than they did the World Series. In 1980, 42 million people watched the World Series. There's more people in America, and less than a quarter watched last year. I understand the emotion. You can't argue with the data.
You're in the television business, and you know what has happened to the fragmentation of the television audience over the last 20, 30, or 40 years. Baseball's not been immune to that.
Right, but the football ratings have gone up, so that would seem to defy your argument.
You talk about the Super Bowl. Super Bowl is not a sporting event. It's an event where Americans eat, 2 billion chicken wings this year. It's the second highest caloric day of the year, second only to Thanksgiving. But it has precious little to do with that 60 minutes of football that's embedded in 6 hours of commercial schlock.
But thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.